I think the Pathways program encourages students to take hold of a project that they want, or make change in their community if they think they're able to.
It all started 2 years ago. I have a four-wheeler with a plow, and I just started going to my neighbors on my road, and I'm like, I can plow for you. I contacted the Pathways instructor here, and I got business cards made. I started reaching out on Facebook, and I think this winter I had just under 40 clients that I had to plow for regularly.
I've been baking for a while, and so the Pathways program is helping me get organized and see it as a career option instead of I'm baking cupcakes in my kitchen at midnight. It's dipping my toe into that big world of owning a business, even though I'm technically not owning a huge corporation right now, but I'm still a 17-year-old able to make money on my own.
In order to really capitalize on the opportunities and experience the Pathways, really know that your voice matters as a student. Whatever you want to happen will happen. We will make it work, and we will do everything we can.
It's fun to have your own business and all, but the truth be told, I'm not on my own. Everyone is supporting me, and I couldn't do it by myself.
If you want help with something, or you have an idea for a business, or want to try job shadowing, they'll help you get into that opportunity. I'm talented in other ways, and I don't have to do what everyone else does. It goes for so many other people in the Pathways. They don't have to go to college. They can go into the trades or go into other creative outlets and still be a successful person.
Good morning, Rails. Today is Pathways Tuesday, also known as Tour Tuesday, as we spend time each Tuesday exposing you to different careers that are out there to maybe pique your interest, to maybe want to learn more. We're continuing kind of our series on careers or jobs that are might be good for people who are good and are interested in math and science. And so our first career here is going to be learning a little bit about kind of the role of a meteorologist and what a day looks like for a meteorologist. And as you may or may not know, William C., our science teacher in 9th grade, Mr. C., was a meteorologist prior to coming to us here at Proctor as a teacher. So if you have more information or more questions about being a meteorologist, feel free to stop in and see him. But here is a day in the life of a meteorologist.
It is a first alert weather alert day with clouds coming over the San Jacinto Mountains, so I thought I'd show you a day in the life of a broadcast meteorologist.
Gulf California Broadcast is located in Thousand Palms, California in the Coachella Valley, and it's home to ABC, CBS, Fox, the CW, Telemundo, as well as radio station La Poderosa. And where I work on the daily is Studio B.
All right, so I am in the studio. My shift typically starts at 2:30 in the afternoon for a normal shift, but because we are expecting active weather today, I'm coming in an hour early. So first things first is get the forecast ready.
And yes, I do create my own forecast. I'll look at a variety of sites, comparing various models, and reading the forecast discussion from the National Weather Service. Then it's time to put it all together in image form. All of the graphics you see on TV are made by hand every day. Then, of course, we have to stay caffeinated. There's a lot going on and very tight deadlines. This includes social media posts as well as an article on the website. Every afternoon we have an editorial meeting to discuss what kind of items are within each of the newscasts. I usually don't get dressed until I get to the station, and in preparation for our afternoon topicals, it's time to wire everything up. First, my microphone's going on, and I usually strap it to my leg using this wrap. Then an IFB, which allows the director and producer to talk into my ear. Quick little makeup touch-up, and then we are teasing ahead to the 5, 6, and 6:30 newscast. On this day, Telemundo was down a person, so I was going to help out with their graphics. This is the walk from Studio B all the way down this long hallway into Studio A. A quick little weather check outside before it's time to
Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2.
make last-minute adjustments, and then it's time for Live at 5.
What can we expect as we continue into the evening hours?
Well, really what we are experiencing right now is round 1 of this Pacific storm system that is
While you see graphics behind me, in actuality, it's just a green screen. But the monitors off to my side help me locate what exactly I'm trying to point to. Another 30-minute newscast at 6 o'clock, and again at 6:30. Then it's time for round 2 of topicals, teasing ahead to the late newscast. A quick break for dinner, in this case, wonton soup. Then it's back to posting on social media, in this case, a video that was posted to Facebook. Whatever the platform, you can find the forecast. So if you don't want to sit down and watch a newscast, find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Making an adjustment to the ticker at the bottom of the screen. And we're in the home stretch. Beginning at 10 o'clock, we are on Fox 11 Palm Springs for an entire hour. Then at 11, we are simulcast on ABC and CBS until 11:35 p.m.
Have a good night.
And that's about it. Now, there is still rain on the radar, so I'll be hanging out, updating the web article, updating social media, but then it's time to head home and do it all again tomorrow. Is there a question you have about the broadcast industry? Let me know in the comments below, and you may find that answer in another video.
Well, there you have a little bit about a day in the life of a broadcast meteorologist. Here at Proctor High School, we have, if you're interested in broadcast careers, we have our AV production class and Rails TV that Mr. Kiefit runs. But we also, again, have a teacher on hand that was a meteorologist before, and I can answer any questions you have about that career. And if you want to dive further and get maybe a job shadow or some experience in broadcast journalism or broadcast meteorology, talk to Mr. Hansen in the main office and he can get something set up for you. So again, that's a day in the life of a meteorologist. Well, the second career we're going to take a look at here today for students who like math and science is going to be a nurse anesthetist. It's kind of hard to say, but again, nurse anesthetists need to know a lot about science and also math in their preparation to become certified and in their daily working. So here is a day in the life of a nurse anesthetist.
Cheers to a day in the life of a CRNA. Essentials for my lunch bag, creamer for my second cup of coffee, my breakfast smoothie, and let's not ever forget our Celsius. Most important. What's up, guys? Good morning. I'm on my way to work. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown and kind of show y'all what it's like a day in the life as a CRNA. So for those of you that don't know, CRNA stands for Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist. So before I went to grad school for anesthesia, I was an ICU nurse. Loved it. But I just knew I wanted to practice anesthesia. Actually, it was in nursing school when I decided that. So anyway, so I am officially now an anesthetist. I put you to sleep, keep you nice and comfy, wake you up comfy, and yeah, just overall take care of you during surgery. My scope of practice covers everything anesthesia related. I work at a small community hospital. I love it because I love regional anesthesia. I love everything hands-on. So when I get there, from the start to finish, my patients are mine. I pre-op them, I assess them, I go over their medical history, their previous anesthetics, and I determine what is the best anesthesia plan for them. There are so many different kinds of anesthesia plans that people don't realize. You have general anesthesia, you have spinal anesthesia, epidural anesthesia, you have regional. You also have what we call twilight anesthesia. And a lot of it can be confusing, and I would definitely love to do like a Q&A sometime and just give you guys like a general knowledge what to expect when you or a loved one are going to get anesthesia. But today, I'm on my way. The beautiful thing about my job is I live about a minute away, so I'm already there. Pulling in the driveway, I get here, around 6:45, between 6:45 and 7. Go in and get changed, check out my cases, my assignments. I get the assignment the day before, but we kind of just work together, go in, and everyone just kind of works together and picks a case. So we will see what I'm doing today. I'm excited to bring you guys along. Today I checked the board. Looks like they added on a few cases, so it looks like it's gonna be a nice, easy day. Let's see what it's got for me. All right, so I'm here. Gonna get set up here in a minute with my room. We got a pretty busy day, so I'm just gonna grab a jacket real quick. Grab my jacket, and I would just like to say, got the world's shortest scrubs today. It's the luck of the draw. I'm gonna go ahead and see my patients now. I'm just waiting now for the surgeon to get here, see the patient, and then we'll be ready to rock. So I have got all my meds ready. I've got my machine all ready to rock. I like to have it all checked. Make sure I have my suction good to go, my ambu bag, my backup tanks, my machine running properly. I'm just doing a MAC today, so I'm just using nasal cannula and the monitors, but I will have my ventilator ready in case I need to backup use it. So I usually like just have a airway on hand and a LMA just in case. So the thing about anesthesia is to be prepared for what you don't know what's going to happen, because 9 out of 10 times it goes as you plan, and the other time it just really doesn't. So the key is to be prepared. And yeah, so like I said, I'm doing a beer block today. So beer blocks are not super common anymore, but we do them a ton here for all of our carpal tunnel releases and any hand surgery. So one thing I can't talk about is the beer block that I'm doing today. So this is a type of anesthesia where we put a tourniquet on your lower forearm about here. I wrap your arm, exsanguinate all the blood out, and then tighten your forearm tourniquet, and then you have an IV in your hand, and I insert a local anesthetic. And because that tourniquet is tight, that local anesthetic stays right up in here, and she's able to do surgery on the hand without having to do a deep general anesthesia, which is super awesome. The less anesthesia we can give you is just better for your body overall. So everyone does it a little different. I'm doing a lower forearm tourniquet, so I'm going to use a 2% lidocaine, which is a higher concentration than other beer blocks, but because I'm doing it in the lower forearm, I don't have to use as much, and I can use a higher concentration. And then I'm also doing Toradol in there as well. So yeah, so that's for my going for round 2. Okay, I am on my way up to the floor. I have an inpatient case, so whenever we have patients that are in the hospital, I'm gonna go to the floor, see them in the room. So I'm gonna go up there, pre-op my patient. We are about 3 cases in. I have about 3 more to go. 2 cup of coffees in, on to my smoothie. Okay, my day is officially over. Well, for now. My shift for the day. So every day, I love this job so much because every day it varies. So I'm at a smaller community hospital, so we don't do a ton of trauma. Got in there a little before 7, worked until, and I got off around 1. So I'm gonna go home, hang out with my kiddo, get some stuff done around the house, go work out, and then I'm on call starting at 6 tonight. I love being on call, which is like so opposite than a lot of CRNAs. A lot of CRNAs hate being on call, but it's a great way for me to still get my hours in, work full time. I get to see, you get to see some like unique stuff on. So I'll get called into the ER to do central lines, to do epidurals, stat C-sections. So you just get to do a lot of more interesting stuff being on call. I do kind of love being on call at a smaller hospital because you don't get called in as much, I will say. So, it's just pulling in. So yeah, so I'll be on call starting at 6 and then all through the night. And then I'm on the call shift tomorrow. So that just means, I will be on call again until tomorrow night. So yeah, so I'm gonna go home, enjoy some time with my fam. See you later. So I'm just leaving the hospital. I was on call last night, got called in around 4 for a emergent C-section. Jumped out of bed, throw on a pair of pants, run to the hospital. Thankfully I live like 2 minutes away. So I was able to get there in about 4 minutes after I got called. Ran in, threw on some scrubs, ran to the OR. The patient was already on the table. They were hooking her up to the monitors, so I real quick pulled up a couple drugs, got my airway, turned on my ventilator. So usually when I go into the OR, I set up all my drugs nicely, go through my whole ventilator, do a vent check. Thankfully, the emergent room, they have all ready to rock and ready to go. So I go in, and about 2 minutes after that, I get the patient off to sleep. I think it took about 2 minutes after that for the docs to get scrubbed, come in and cut and get the baby out. So all in all, it took about 8 minutes total for getting in the room, getting the patient hooked up, getting him to sleep, and getting that baby out. Thankfully, mom and baby are both doing really good. The mom was laboring, and the fetal heart rate just started dropping, and the baby was in distress. The baby was positioned in a way that the doctor could not assist the mom in delivery, so they had to do an emergency C-section. Thankfully, medicine is just incredible what we can do now, especially with C-sections, and the outcome is often we can help both mom and baby do well and recover well, which is a miracle to me. So it's awesome to be a part of that. I love it, even though it's 4 a.m., get up in the middle of the night. It's just, it's such a rewarding job, and keeps you on your toes. So yeah, welcome to a day in the life of a CRNA and just what that looks like. And I'm just excited for you guys to come along and see a piece of it.
Well, there you have 2 days in the life of 2 careers that are good for people who like science and math and who are good at it. We have the broadcast meteorologist and a nurse anesthetist. And again, if you are interested in pursuing either of these careers further, please see Mr. Hanson in the main office, and he'll get something set up for you. So once again, Proctor Pathways is all about exposing you to different careers, giving you experience in those, and also engaging you in your schooling so you know how to get your path to those careers that you want. So have a great day.